Radical. I got a lot of stuff on my proverbial plate, but I hope you all appreciate how I'm trying to take some time to entertain you all today. I hope you really appreciate that. I feel that I've not been uploading a lot on YouTube, and a lot of you are thirsty for Radical Rick uploads. So I'm trying to quench that thirst. And what's more challenging also is I'm trying to have lots of different uploads talking about lots of different topics. So it is hard for me to keep serving these up to you guys. But here's one interesting upload that I'll talk about. Now, I didn't see this entire upload. I watched about maybe 5 or 6 minutes. I kind of got the gist of it. So I don't know if at the end of this, John Riggs shows and he spins the laptop around, showing the supposed emails he got from one of the teams behind Popeye for the Nintendo Switch, threatening to sue him. Okay, that's the claim that he makes. He makes his claim without showing anything on the computer screen. He makes his claim. Now, I'm not saying specifically that he is being dishonest, and this did not happen, but at times on YouTube, people can and will be dishonest. Sometimes they have these things where they upload and then they say that they're getting sued. Camelot 331, for instance, has made quite a career on YouTube from claiming that all these people are going to sue him. But I'm not sure if that's the same instance. I will say that I think John Riggs might have been one of the people. Was it Nintendo Prime or John Riggs? I'm not sure. And I don't have the time to search it up. Well, I know Review Tech USA did, where a lot of people talked about they're crying, they're sad because they have no friends and they're a certain age, which, that was a lie on Camelot 331's part. But, that has nothing to do with this. What's going on here, if we're to believe it, and let me play along, is that the people from Popeye, the people that made that game, were not so happy that he had to upload, which I forget what is actually titled, something like Do Not Buy. I'm looking at the title right here and it says Popeye Nintendo Switch could have used more spinach. Well, he changed that supposedly, kind of caving in, if we're to believe all this, caving in to the Popeye team or people behind the team without specifically making names. So I'm not sure, John, was it like the people? Was it the people that made the game or people connected to the game? We don't know because he is not turning that laptop around to actually show people what really happened. If that happened to me, for instance, I would show the email. I would show it to verify it before I went and rushed to YouTube to upload something about it. One thing about this that kind of like it mirrors the Camelot 331 thing is, if you're actually afraid of being sued, then would you really rush to YouTube to talk about it? And if you fear that, would you, like RGT85, for instance, he had an upload about this. I haven't seen that yet, but he's in that comment section saying something along the lines of, hey, I wonder if they're going to sue me too. So this might be the big thing that a lot of these YouTubers share, a lot of these Switch channels share, which if it happened, no problem with that. But, if it didn't happen, then you basically have one person lying about this and then spreading it all around. Not specifically saying that this guy's a liar. He might be 100% truthful. But if he's 100% truthful, then this is definitely him caving in to the makers of this Popeye game. I would say if you're caving into this and they have no legal grounding whatsoever, he said he talked to them for a while and, he basically said, okay, it's not one of the worst games. Okay, so how can we trust you as a reviewer? How can we trust your opinion on anything, Mr. John Riggs, if you're going to cave in to the makers of Popeye? Heck, if he gets friendly with these people, it might be on his top 10 at the end of the year, Is that the lesson that is learned here? That basically, if there's any side threat or if anybody comes to your channel, well, not comes to your channel, but, emails you and you see an email, then you're going to fear that and then, change the title of one of your previous uploads. Now, in the instance of RGT85, that was to Nintendo. What's weird about this is RGT85, not that long ago, had their upload talking about how Nintendo was, I forget what they were doing. It was over, over Metroid Dread. So I'm looking at the timing here, and it's just kind of weird. It's kind of a weird coincidence how you have two different YouTubers in contact with each other, having these emails sent to them. And in that upload, did RGT85 like reveal the email also? Can I get in on this? Oh yeah, the makers of this game. Hey, you know what? I talked about this. Wait a second. You know what? There was actually something that happened organically on my channel that I shared with you all in real time 100% yesterday. And I proved it. I proved it that when I changed the title that was monetized to something GTA Trilogy, then you saw what happened yesterday. And I'll link that at the end of this for some of you that question that. That happened there, So I don't know why it's happening. I'm not going to say Rockstar is 100%, getting with YouTube and talking to them about it. I don't know if it's on YouTube's end. But the difference here that you all have to take from this is Radical Rick can be trusted. Radical Rick does not lie to any of you. Whereas in other cases, I don't know.